Um, Working the head arm series today. We're going to start from the full guard. This is a pretty high percentage finish, and it's a version that comes up quite a fair bit. So we'll have a look at the head arm from the full guard. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at it from the half guard, and then we're going to have a look at it from half guard bottom, and then we're going to have a look at it from full guard top and possibly half guard top. So we'll have a look at the kind of top and bottom scenarios of both of these. Just grab Mel inside my guard, please. The head and arm is a triangle. So it's exactly the same as the legs, except we're trying to do the hand. So the concept is I want to have one of Mel's arms in against her head, and I want to wrap that area up. I want to make sure that my lasso, so the area that's inside it, is small, not large. So generally my group, the monkey group or S group this way, is generally designed so that it's a wider area. So we're going to try and go palm to palm, so it's more of a square so that the area is smaller. And then we're going to actually change it so that it's this way, so palms up. I'll explain this. So I'm going to get a better bite and I get better leverage in my partner. So we're just getting started, and this is just to everyone to get into the position so we understand how it works. Is 2 on 1, okay, hip bump, pull the arm over, palm goes on top. So what I'm doing is making sure my palm's not on the neck, it's on as deep as I can from here. Palm to palm, lift my head up. I don't want to pull my partner's weight onto me. One of the escapes is that they wouldn't put pressure onto my neck to try and create space. Right. So if I'm trying to pull my partner down, they're trying to push their arm up, this becomes a strength battle. Where if I simply lift my head up, it changes the dynamics a lot. Mainly because the frame system that they're trying to push up changes across the body where it's not strong. So simply by lifting up, it kind of changes so that my head's underneath the tricep, not the elbow. And it's not that I'm stronger, but my body position is better for me. So it's really important that we're lifting our head up, not pulling our partner down. So hand goes between, hand goes over the top, palm up, got palm together, head goes up. Now this is the part that makes this work. I can squeeze here, but the choke's not kind of on. So if I've got my locking mechanic on the left-hand side, my left-hand side, my right leg's going to do a little bit of a kick and just a switch. So I'm kind of halfway to the back. I'll grab my elbow, lift my head up and slow squeeze. This is an exceptionally fast choke, and one of those ones you feel like your eyes going to pop out of the socket as well. For me, this is like 4 seconds or so, and then they're pretty much going to go to sleep, or the eyes are going to pop out of their head. Your choice, however you want to experience. Okay. So I will cover this, how to get this better, but just for the setup of the class today. 2 on 1, raise my hips, pull the arm across, palm goes over, hands come together, head goes up. Kick it, yes you can, slide, elbow to elbow, lift my head, slow squeeze my knees. And just a side note on the choke, you kind of want to do this 2 or 3 times and swap over, because the more that you do this, the faster you're going to go to sleep. And I've put quite a few people to sleep doing this demo. You know, okay, this, show me that again, show me it again, or something, the guy's sleeping or the person's sleeping. So just so you know, like each time I do this, it's getting, because we're restricting the blood a little bit, and I find for myself, like if I do this 2 or 3 times, I get up, I get that rush, that, oh man, so just do it 2 or 3 times, don't, do it again. Well, unless you've got kids and you're really tired, you had a hard day at work, you want that quick power nap. This is a really good way to get a power nap. Like you wake up, it's like, yeah! I don't know, I've never been to sleep, but everyone that I've put to sleep says that. Ian, come here. Let me show you. Okay, so full guard, and once again guys, this is pretty easy. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get the arm goes across my body from here, I'll pull it elbow deep, my hand comes up, palm up from here. I go palm to palm, I lift my head up, I kick it, yes I can, grab my elbows together, lock it up, lift my head. Right? Okay. So now, the second part, just if you miss it and you've got the shoulder line, just I'll add this in because this will be the question. If we're here and I've got the head's kind of over my head from here, and I've got the shoelaces down, and that's loose. And it's going to come on twice as fast.
Yeah.
So if you do miss the headline, so the head's the higher than your head, squeeze your legs, kick him down, which will be the lockdown we're going to have a look at, and then we can finish the choke. Okay, let's go guys, 1, 2, 3. And we'll make, sorry, this is the next part, and we'll start to cinch it up to make this a little bit tighter, and it's kind of based on an action reaction. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to force my partner to make a choice, which will be to either let me take their back or to realign in my guard. And the obvious answer is to realign in my guard. But we'll give them a choice, and this will be the kind of the part that, for me, if you're struggling to get the finish just with that technique, these are the little details that will make it a lot tighter and put me in a better finishing position as well. Just grab me up, please. Okay, so we'll do the same thing, but just, I will come to this in a second about how to set the grips up and how to get there, but I just want to kind of go through the mechanics at the moment. So, push, pull, hip bump, boom, cover it on nice and tight, okay? Make sure you cinch it up before you move, so I'm going to get the cinch up with my head up. This is a part that I see makes really important and better for me is this. When I'm here is, I want to keep my partner low so that the headline is lower than mine. So I use my right leg. What I'm doing is I switch, so I'm kind of on that back. So right now, I can pretty much finish this, it's super tight. But they're generally going to drive back in me because they feel I can take their back. So as I do that, I simply roll and I use this mechanic to get to the top. Now, side note, if I'm playing AF and AFPGJ, 2 hands under head is deemed to be a neck crank, right? Because now I'm putting pressure on the back of the neck. So I've got to disengage, so I'll go to the side here. What I like to do now is just test the waters. My head goes onto the ground and I slow squeeze. But you're going to find that they've got this really good ability to push their elbow. So here, hand goes on. Head goes to the ground, step off, go flat, hand out, slowly tippy toe, to walk. So the thing I like about this choke is that it's not a strength choke, I'm just holding. Because my body's flat, my shoulders here, they can't actually rescue the arm. They can't bridge, they can't move, they can't rescue guard. It's a super tight choke. So this is, I'll show you the 2 main areas that we're actually going to finish our partner on this one. And they're the kind of main focus points on the squeeze. I don't want to squeeze them right in these areas because I don't quite get the ability to finish my partner. Just a couple of this one, thanks, man. Oh, so, okay. So let's just have a quick look at this. Ian's inside my full guard again. Okay. So I'm going to assume just very, very quickly, I've got the ability, I've got the arm shot over, my hands over here, I cup, my head's up nice and tight. And I'm trying to do the koala bear, I'm trying to squeeze from here, but I can't get it, mainly because the headline's higher than my headline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick my leg and hip escape out some on the side. This is my first major, and what I'm doing is I'll go to the koala bear, elbow to elbow, and I'll pull the koala bear down and squeeze it. So this is a super tight shot, and what you're going to find is that a lot of people, they don't want their back taken, so they start to drop back into me. So all I do is turn my legs, come over. Number 1, switch it. And this is just keeping it in position. Now, I do give this a second squeeze, but I find that this is quite hard to finish against anyone good. So squeeze, cut the shoulder, put my head on the ground. Post, disengage, flat, straight. You okay? Yeah. Head on the ground, now hand, now just watch, tip your toes, and it comes on. Yeah, so once again, this is a blood choke. So it's one of those ones that it's not where you're kind of going to go, it's one of those ones where sudden like goes black and white, then you see fairies dancing around the mat, then pink elephants. By about then, you should tap if you're able to jump up.
And your legs just start fishing.
Jamie, can I go with you, please, sir? Okay. Someone with broader shoulders than me, and this is what I was talking about the mechanics. Like to make this, it's not necessarily that my squeeze, it's my mechanics that make this work. So I'm just going to assume I've got the position, I'm here and I'm here, like man, you know, like, so I can get this grip when I lift my head up, but I can't get elbow to elbow. Right. So what's going to James going to try and fight to get his arm out. So I'm feeling pretty confident here. Slow kick. And now, elbow to just that little kick. So Jaden's going to go, I don't want this tiny little guy to beat me up, so he drives back into me. Like, yeah, I'll use that mechanic, roll, cup, head on the ground. Now, rest your arm, Jaden. See how he's moving? Thank you. Head on the ground. Slow squeeze. So, they'll almost move out to let me go to the finish. Sorry, Jerry's face is really red, man. That was like maybe 20% squeeze as well, but it's just all natural body weight. So it's a really good choke system for little guys against big guys against little guys, guys against girls, everyone against everyone. Peace. Okay, change world. Partners, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. This is the next part, and we're going to use exactly the same concept and system, but we're going to do it from a different position, right? And this will kind of tie in a little bit of the lockdown and a little bit of the stuff that the Kimura and stuff that we've done before. So I'll run the first system from the half guard, then I'll run the second system, which will be from the half guard again, but by a kind of different entrance. Just going to grab Emma's inside my half guard, please. And one of the things that we do from the half guard is that if we're chest to chest and your hands underneath, I have the ability to start to roll you over. Specifically, if you're putting more weight from here, I can kind of tap the knee and roll you over. So one of the things that happens is, because my arm's exposed on this side here, a lot of people take this arm over and switch their base to look for the Kimura, and now they can open up my legs and things like that as well. The second thing about it is that, as a general, is if I plant my foot to bridge, they bring their knee through and they get upgrade to mount. Okay. So does everyone understand why we bring the hand over the head instead of underneath the head? Because if you have your hand under the head and you switch your base, you pretty much give me the rollover. Where if you have the elbow over, and one of the things is you start to drive your elbow into my head, so it kind of bends my spine. So I'm going to go palm to palm from here. This is the trickiest part about the entire move is I'm not trying to squeeze my partner in, I'm trying to squeeze my partner down. Now, if I don't have the lockdown, this becomes trickier. Right? If I do have the lockdown, I can push my partner down. So we're going to assume we don't have the lockdown. So number one is this, I understand that my partner wants to upgrade. So I'm going to make a small change in my grip. So number one, I'm trying to squeeze, I can't get it. So I put my palm down and I grab the leg. Now, this is the hardest part about the entire move. I'm going to go slow. I'll plant my feet, entice my partner to go to mount. Switch their leg, trap, and roll. And the choke's instant. It's a really fast choke. So this is one of my favourite ways to, number one, take the back, and number two is to get the head arm choke. I do this quite a fair bit. I normally get the sweep as well, but today we're focusing on the head arm choke, right? So we're going to assume my partner's here, the hand comes over, they switch the base. So I'll just get the control, and I want to make sure it's like a little grip, but my palm's down this time because I want to hold them in. I'll plant my feet. What I'm doing is I bridge, as my partner said, I just fade the leg in and lock down. So I've kind of got the lockdown. There is a knee bar here as well. Cut my palms together, right? So not S grip, palms together, pull my partner down and roll. So as I'm lifting my head, that's going to collapse the frame system, come on top. Now they can keep me in the half guard, you know? So I'm going to do exactly the same thing, hold the shoulder, put my head wide and just walk around the half guard. And they can try and pull me back in if they want to. But it's a really nice mechanic. Like, of course, my weight's like a dead weight flat to the ground. It's really hard for them to drag me back in, even with a lockdown. And like, I will get a little bit of tension on my knee, but I've got a submission on me. So like, I'm hedging my bets. I'm going to finish you way before my knee's going to take any damage, and generally that's the case. How'd that feel, babe? Okay, Isma. Up down. So once again is when the patient, she has the control, hand goes over the top, and to control so as the hand comes over to, and they normally switch the base. So I'm going to do it from here is just get the back of the knee. And it's just a light little grip. And I'll go here. So they're kind of thinking, wow, like, they're going to get the Kimura, they're going to get the arm bars up. Go, open up my legs, and most people go mount. So I just fade, and I cup. Roll and pull down. So I'm pushing down. So push down, lock it up first one. They're generally going to go half guard, lock down. I just simply put my head on the ground. No. Open, squeeze, open. So for me, it's an incredible little system from underneath half guard. I do get the sweep points. I will generally get the guard pass points either when they go to sleep and I pass or that they let me pass, or I'm going to get the submission. Is everyone okay with that?
Is that hole that you've got there just to stop them getting them out?
No, so it's what I use to push their leg into
Okay.
my leg. Yeah, because otherwise they will get them out on me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Turned off. Okay. Ian, come in. I'm sentimental about things. I don't like throwing things out.
I'm sure you'd like it.
He's got a phone.
I'm sure you'd like a newer phone.
Not one that doesn't work.
It's only the back camera. Kids are all into selfies.
Right, yeah. That's
No. Controversial. Very. This is something I've been practicing. Onto your back, please. And I've had huge success with this in the competition rounds, mainly because it's something that you don't think is going to happen to you, and when it's happening to you, it's kind of like, oh, they're not going to get it. So the way I did this is a combination. I'm working off my southpaw pass and C pass. This would be the third option I have, but we're going to run straight into it because time's a little bit short. Okay, so what I'm doing at the moment is I'm inside my guard. And I'm here, I have one hand high, no breaks me down, get to here. So I'm going to go to my grip again, so the hand behind the head is down, my other hand is here, and I hit them in the middle and I'll turn the head a little bit. This is the hardest part. I've got to get my chin over the shoulder and I've got to get my head as close to Mel's head as I can, so here. And they're kind of going, what a douche. They really can't be hit. Tip of toes, squeeze, tip of toes. There you go.
That's like a neck crack thing.
Yeah, it's horrible. Hey.
I was like, what's happening? I was like, yeah,
So, and they're almost like in display. What are you doing?
What is this?
So, contact with the neck. So I tension it here. Head goes down. So there's no place. Make sure I go tip of toes, stop myself in position, flat. What I like to do is, I don't mind this elbow out or in. I've kind of been playing around, but the way I keep it out, I have more success because there's space to move. Sometimes, I can't move the body. Yeah. Right, so out. Okay, so watch this. So tip your toes, slide, squeeze. What do you think? Choke or crank?
Crack.
Crank?
Yeah, it's like a...
Exactly,
It's like
choke. Okay, guys, so Ian, on your back, thank you.
Yeah. This is what we did this yesterday.
Is there any body type that you feel is
Long.
long as the
I
hardest?
struggle. Wide, no issues at all.
Long.
I don't know, there's not many people smaller than me, so I don't get to try with smaller people.
I think small would be hard, actually.
I don't know.
Just,
No, because you raise their
to
hips.
work with.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Can you move that camera just back a fraction? So here, so under over, palm under head, so I'm lifting it up with my elbow and tip toes to get my head into position. Elbow out a little bit. Okay, so toes, 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 toes. Kick. Head down, squeeze. I said I've had really good success with this. Thanks, Ed. against all. I did this on the comp rounds on Friday and on the open mat on Sunday. Tried about 6 times and got 6 subs from inside their full guard with it. So like right now, it's only because people aren't expecting it, so their defences aren't up. Where I think that if you'd seen it before, you wouldn't allow me to come quite so high to get to you deny the head control, even from the guard. But I think that, like, if I jump in your guard and I start laying on top of you, most people are going to go, what an idiot, I'm going to sweep your arm by you or whatever like that. So the way that I do this is I kind of play that I'm passing from a distance, and they break me down, so they almost put me where I want to go. So it's not like I dive there. Like if I dive there straight away, if someone dived on me like that straight away, I'm pretty much, okay, there's something going on. Where if I'm breaking down that foot, I'm like, yeah, I broke you down. Like, so you want to play the game a little bit with them to get it. But once you're in that position, it's extremely hard for them to move because they're locked down into position. Just grab Mel's. So the other way that I do this, and if you rolled me, you would have felt this, like this is my favourite from the guard, is that the same thing is, so I go over, and I come here and I hold. So I keep this arm control. So I'm just exactly the same thing, but with the arm control. So I don't have Chef Dave, I can have it over as well. And it's exactly the same concept. And because your arm's pinned, the more I walk around, the more it almost becomes an arm bar as well. Okay, let's have a shot. Last 1, 2, 3.